Player ratings, guys. You know the vibes. We're starting off with Vicario in goal, and I thought Vicario, another solid performance yet again in goal. That's 3 clean sheets within the Champions League. Um, I thought his claiming today was decent. Made one made one kind of scary pass to Spence within the middle, but we recovered well. And I thought, yeah, the shots that he had to deal with, he dealt with comfortably. So I'll give Ricardo a 7 in goal. Pedro Porro. I thought it was a decent performance from Pedro Porro. Not as good as it was on the weekend against Brentford, but again, a performance where I'm very much happy with Porro. Yeah, so I'll give Porro a 6. Christian Romero, I am going to give him a 8. I thought he was phenomenal yet again. Again, he makes some reckless challenges, but you're gonna get that with Romero. That's just his game. That's just his game. But again, he showed his passing because he made a lovely ball in the first half to Mohamed Kudus down the right hand channel, and we've seen him make some lovely passes this season, and he's just a quality football player. He's just a quality football player. He's very brave on the ball, and I am happy that he is our captain. So Romero gets an 8 from me. Mickey van der Ven, again, another solid performance, clean sheet. Long may it continue, brother. And yeah, I'm giving him, just like Romero, an 8, like at the back. Moving on, Jed Spence. I thought Jed Spence has carried on his 2 games back to back. He's impressed me going forward. I thought his passing that he was giving behind to Wilson was good. He's definitely looking for his winger. Him inverting like into the midfield, linking up with Javi. We haven't really seen that much of that this season, so let's see more of that, especially in the Premier League. And I'm enjoying Spence. You know what? Like I've been saying, Jed Spence has been revolutionary for this club. Yes, yes, he has. Since Jed came in um last season, you could probably say in the last 18 months he's been our most consistent player, which is facts. He has. He has, and most of these performances have been at left back. So you have to give credit where credit is due. But yeah, if we had another good game, so I'll give him an 8. Moving to the midfield, Paulinho. I thought Paulinho played decent. If we played decent. Um, I don't really think Paulinho's that bad on the ball, like as people say. Now, like of course, I'm not saying we don't need better than Paulinho. Of course we do. But I feel like he gets too much disrespect. He's improved us this season. That's the facts. We've been needing a number 6. And he saved us this season against Wolves. City scored. He scored some big goals this season. I saw he got like 3 goals in all competitions. But yes, in my opinion, for me, we should sign Paulinho permanently. But he shouldn't be a starter. No, like he can be a starter, but I'm not saying just because we sign him he needs to be a starter. We still need a younger number 6 to really be playing week in, week out. Have Paulinho like as a rotational player. But yes, Paulinho, if we had a good game. So I'll give Paulinho a 6. Archie Gray in midfield. Archie Gray, I'm not gonna lie. I'm like Archie Gray. That 40 million for Archie Gray is starting to make more sense. It's starting to make more sense. Last season, we seen him play at left back, right back, centre half, and he played pretty decent. This season now, we've seen him play midfield, and these last 2 games, I've been impressed. His positioning on the pitch, his tackling, and his ball progression. And we've been needing a player like Archie Gray within his team for years now. And now that he's here, I'm happy. I'm glad that he's a young player as well, so he can grow like into this position. I think he will start on the weekend as well. I think because yeah, I think he will start. I think Frank now. I'm not saying this is guaranteed, but I think Frank knows who his main starters are now. I think he knows. I think he knows. We didn't see Bentancur play today. That means he will start on the weekend. Personally, I think Paulinho should start, but as long as we keep winning, I don't care. But yeah, Gray for me, another good game. He gets a 7. Javi Simmons, I'm giving him a 9, and I'm very impressed with him again. I'm so happy he scored today. That's 2 goals back to back. That's his first goal in the Champions League for Spurs. Very happy with him. But look how he's moving. He's riding challenges now. He's beating his player with ease. He's dropping the shoulder, the shimmies, the flicks around the corner. Like Xavi is 60 million is looking well spent right now. Well spent 60 million is looking, bro. And I'm happy that I'm happy Frank is starting him now. He needs to be starting game in, game out. Let this continue. Xavi gets a 9. Mohamed Kudos. I think Kudos again, another good game. Another good game, man. These last 2, 3 performances, they've been very well. They've been very good, very impressed. We need him to stay fit the whole season. We need him to stay fit the whole season. I think we're looking so much better now that Xavi has finally awakened. So now Kudos gets more space like on the pitch. But yeah, Kudos, I thought he played well. Let's give Kudos a 7. Richarlison, he could have scored. Not his best game, but not his worst. We'll give Richarlison a 6. Wilson again. I thought he was trying. I thought he was trying to link up. He hasn't really been playing recently, so I'll give him a 6. Moving on to the substitutions. Um, what's his name? We'll start with Tell. I thought Tell came on. I thought Tell looked good. I thought Tell looked bright when he came on. He had that shot, putting crosses into box and that. Yeah, I thought Tell looks good, man. It's just unfortunate that he's down in the pecking order. I would like to see Tell more, and that's crazy because at the start of the season, and I was like saying, yeah, Tell's rubbish, Tell's this, but he has been taking his chances to be fair. So I give Tell a 6. Papi Massar came on, didn't really have much to do. Well, he should have scored. Again, that's 2 games in a row where Saar is 6 yards out and he just scuffed the chance. Like he should have had 2 goals now. But yeah, thought Saar came on, played pretty decent. So I'll give Saar a 5. Bergvall came on, I'll give him a 6. He was involved for the third goal, that lovely dink cross into Moani, and then Moani gave it to Xavi, and then that led to the penalty. So yeah, Bergvall gets a 6. I was surprised he never started. If I'm being real, I'm very surprised. And I don't think he's gonna start on the weekend either. I don't think he is. I don't think he is. I don't think Frank trusts him in the 8. In my opinion, I don't really think so. But yeah, Bergvall, he gets a 6. Who else came on? Ben Davis came on. I'm giving him a 6 straight away. Those 2 deliveries from the corner flag was exquisite. So yeah, Davis gets a 6. Who else came on? Who else came on? I'm not gonna lie. I think that's all the subs. Moving on to Frank. Frank, 3-0 on the night. I like the lineup. Yes, I very much enjoyed the lineup. Very positive. Xavi started again, so I'm happy with that. I'm happy we saw players like Wilson and Tell get some minutes as well. Happy Gray started again. Yeah, very impressed, Frank. Steps in the right direction. Yes, of course, but we should be beating teams like Slavia Prague. So remember that. But you'll be judged on the weekend. But as for this game, I'm happy, and I'm giving Frank a 8. Player ratings done.